Okay, hi, this is Clinton for NewsShooter.com and we're at IBC 2014 in Amsterdam. Now today we're going to get a quick look at the Stereo VideoMic X released by Rode. Now we've had the good fortune of basically landing this mic a couple of days prior to the announcement. And so we're going to take a quick look at it and just give you my initial impressions on the mic itself. So obviously, as most of you guys would know, Rode make very cheap and affordable but cost-effective mics, obviously with uncompromising quality when it comes to stereo recording or mono recording for broadcasts, particularly on cameras anyway. So what I actually have in front of me is a microphone that is supposedly high fidelity stereo recording. For most of you guys that are aware of their mics or familiar with their mics, they make a lot of coincident pair mics or stereo mics. One being their VideoMic Pro, or Stereo VideoMic Pro, shall I say. Now this is just a very similar version, but shall I say an enhanced and professional grade version of the Stereo VideoMic. So what you'll see here is basically it's aluminium, very high grade aluminium, housed in sort of a metal aluminium casing, and it's got quite a lot of features. The very exciting thing about this mic and my overall, shall I say, first impressions of the mic is it's amazing. It's such a great looking mic. The machining is wonderful, the engineering is marvelous, but more importantly, it's the capsules themselves. Now, for those of you guys that are familiar with high fidelity recording, obviously the larger the capsule, the quieter it is as well. So with smaller capsules and smaller diaphragms, they tend to be more inherently noisy. So the larger you make the capsule, the better it's going to be, and the quieter it's going to be as well. So these are modeled after their NT4 stereo coincident pair mics. Again, it's in the classic XY coincident pair position. Obviously at 180 degrees, and it's also got, the capsules also have these little shock mount, which I assume would be sort of a lie system built into the capsule itself as well. So what we're going to do today is basically going to go around parts of IBC and around Amsterdam area and basically record some examples or some Atmos straight to camera. But before we do that, I'm just going to talk about a few things and the aesthetics of the mic itself and show you a couple of things. So the mic comes, like again, in, like I said, this very robust aluminium housing, and it's got a couple of features that you won't find on some of their lower range mics. First impressions, again, it's very heavy. You can actually use a 9-volt battery with this mic itself to provide power to the mic, and also you can, if I'm not wrong, supply phantom power as well via mini XLR inputs. So this is really nice feature. It's had phantom power, 48 volts, and balanced outputs. As you can see here, if I pull this section out, you will have mini XLRs, which is really handy if you want to basically, let's say, pipe this into a broadcast camera, for example. So that's really nice. Besides that, it also does have 3.5 male to male, which means then you can also then pipe this straight of the output, mic output of this camera, which is at the bottom, okay, bottom of the mic here, and then basically take that and hook that up into any camera that has a 3.5 mil input as well. So there are two ways you can get a signal out of this mic, via the 3.5 adapter that's supplied with the microphone, and then down the track I understand that Rode they say that they're actually going to provide or sell, sorry, the mini XLRs as an option. So that's really good to know. Okay, so you got a nice big power button here at the back of the mic. It just obviously now I've got a 9-volt battery powering the mic. Just press it and hold it down and the mic's powered. So we have 3 options here. Like I said, we only got this mic probably just about 2 days ago, and again the announcements will be made 2 days from now. Actually, it will be made tomorrow. But we got 3 options here. So I assume the first function up here is what looks like a shelf EQ. It's 0 and +6, so one would assume that you have a boost or attenuation of some sort, which is really handy to have. I don't really know a lot of mics that actually have that sort of EQ adjustment. The second option is a high pass filter, which has 0, meaning you just turn the high pass filter off and you can record flat as possible, or there's two filters points at 75 Hertz and also 150 Hertz. So meaning that if you're in any environment, noisy environment, and you want to basically roll off your bottom end, you have that choice of rolling off 75 Hertz or 150 Hertz. So that's a nice option to have as well, okay? Particularly, like I said, if you're in very noisy environments where you have, like, 60 cycle hum, or airplanes going over, or rumble from the traffic and street traffic and so on and so forth. Very handy to have. And last but not least, we also have the classic -10, 0 and +20 dB pad, or shall I say gain function here on the mic. So one of the things that we do recommend, or shall I say Rode has recommended, is that with a lot of their VideoMic, particularly the VideoMic Pro, it's probably more important to utilize the internal preamps of the mic itself than depend on, let's say, your camera mics in the DSLR itself. We know for a fact that preamps are generally not made very well. It's just an afterthought in a lot of cameras. So what they recommend is that you would normally set this at +20 dB and basically take down your DSLR all the way to, just a notch above 0, and that should give you a very nice clean signal with minimal noise. So the signal noise ratio is a lot better than if you were to crank your input gain on your camera. Okay, so the mic ships essentially with a couple of accessories. Like I said, Rode are making the Mini XLRs optional, and they will be available soon. But it comes with this 3.5 to 3.5 mil coil jack that goes from the output of the camera into any input of any camera that sports a 3.5 mil jack input. It also ships with two windsocks. One is basically a sort of a foam piece like this, a rubber one. Looks really nice. It ships in black, and it basically slides onto the mic capsules here like this. I'll see if I can try and do this juggling act by trying to hold this mic and put this on there. There you go. It fits quite well, very snug. And we've got planes and boats and all sorts of things here at the moment that doesn't matter. And it ships again with an optional. Sorry, it ships again with an included windsock, which has a furry version of this particular windsock here. So, mic, two windsocks, one with the rubber one and the other one with the furry, and also the 3.5 to 3.5 coil cable. So all in all, like I said, first impressions, we're going to go out and test this mic and record a bit of Atmos sound with it, and see the differences and hear the fidelity of this very high quality grade now stereo video mic X that's going to be announced. So stay tuned. And that was Clinton Harn for NewsShooter.com and IBC 2014.